I had a great childhood. I grew up in a small town in southern Minnesota, and I thought I'd have a similar life as my parents, grow up, get married, have some kids. I met my husband online, actually. I want someone to challenge me, to question me, to push me, and Tim definitely does that. About a year after we were married, and we had actually just been on this fabulous trip to Europe, had a great time, and then came back at the end of the summer, and I found out that I had ovarian cancer.
When Kate was initially diagnosed, it was unbelievably hard. And the reason why is because we were trying to have a child, and initially we thought that Kate was pregnant because she was having some discomfort in her abdomen.
My mother actually had breast cancer when I was in high school, and my sister had been diagnosed with breast cancer, and so I was being monitored very closely for breast cancer, but at that time there wasn't as much of a connection between breast and ovarian cancer.
Once we found out, I was completely stunned, and my heart just sank. It was broken to some extent because I just didn't know what the future would have for us. When she first started treatment, she did a pretty aggressive chemotherapy, and because of that, she lost her hair. I know that was really a hard experience for her.
When I was diagnosed, I had always known that I wanted to be a mom, and so it was really upsetting to me because initially they took out one of my ovaries when they were exploring my emergency surgery. When I was going to appointments about what to do about my cancer treatment, they brought up fertility preservation, and that was something that I was very interested in because I knew I wanted to still be a mom and have a family. That was a big goal of mine, and so Tim and I were able to go through the IVF process and have an embryo frozen. There was just one embryo that we ended up with, which isn't very lucky if you're familiar with that process, but it was the highest quality that you could have.
I was able to get strength from her and to say, okay, I believe we can do this. And MOCA found Kate very early on. I think MOCA helped Kate build a network of other women that were going through the same experiences that she was.
So MOCA gave me hope. It's one of the major influences that it's had on me is other women have gone through these things and they have had a family. So I had been regularly scanned, and there was something on one of my scans that came up that didn't look good. After the second recurrence, I'd still been thinking about my family because we knew we had this embryo and we had already started thinking about surrogacy. So we decided to keep pushing forward with that even after my recurrence. In the end, after my treatments and stuff, we ended up having a surrogate carry that embryo, who is our son today.
I'm still just get beside myself to see him some days. It's gonna be very, very exciting for us to be able to watch our little miracle child grow and just become a little boy.
And I'd say at the same time it's really hopeful, but it's also a little scary because I know that I might not be around for all of that stuff, and so we have done some planning around that, and I think about what would I leave for him and things like that. So it is hopeful, but there's also that other aspect that we try to be realistic about. And so being a mom for me is realizing my dream, and I just love him so much, and it's really motivating and provides me hope, I would say, about the future, and just a reason to keep up my fight. MOCA is really into supporting research, and research is really important to me because I've benefited from research. When I had my biopsy done, it was tested for genetic mutations, and I had one that actually matched with the specific drug. I'm hopeful that there will be better options and outcomes for patients in the future.